Alright, ladies and gents, what up? It's your favorite Asian robot, hopefully your favorite DarkTide partner. Thank you to Night Owl 1985 for alerting me that Hotfix 1.0.14 had just been dropped. Even the launcher hasn't updated yet. But anyway, for those of you interested in what is coming in Hotfix 1.0.14, let me break it down for you. Alright. Welcome to another day on Tertium. Today you'll find in your pack of rations one serving of corpse starch and Hotfix 1.0.14. The Hotfix contains crash fixes, localization improvements, and addresses some bugs that fix some combat issues. Alright. The next community update post will address the next content update, crafting, weapons, and other pertinent topics. So when there's information on this, if I miss it, let me know, okay? Patch notes. Crash fixes and stability. They have fixed a crash that could occur if a player found themselves out of bounds. They fixed a crash when browsing through shop items. They fixed a crash that could occur when interacting with NPCs in the Mourningstar. Fixed a crash that could occur when textures load in. Fixed a crash that could occur when players couldn't connect to servers. This will probably help those who are cross-region, playing cross-region like myself, occasionally, because that's the only time I ever crashed. Fixed various other unspecifiable crashes. Fixed some memory leak issues. In terms of localization, they fixed some missing localization in the Shrine of the Omnissiah. They fixed some missing localization of the skip button. Fixed some missing localization when finishing a weekly task. Fixed missing localization in the Commodore's vestures. Fixed missing localization in the Armory Exchange. Fixed missing localization on some weapon descriptions. Fixed some damage stat localization on the Equinox Mark III Trauma Force Staff. Fixing missing subtitles in cutscenes and Valkyrie briefings. Fixed other minor localization errors and typos. Cosmetics and character customization. All Zealot Cowl head cosmetics should no longer hide hairstyles. Zealot no longer needs hair regrowth serum from the Barber Chirurgeon. I never know how to pronounce that word. The Imperial Edition Thunderhammer should now match the promotional imagery. Ogryn pre-order beta helmet will no longer apply a voice filter. So for those of you that had the voice filter thing on the beta helmet for the Ogryn, you won't have the voice filter effect. So I know some people actually wanted the filter effect across all helmets, but yeah, no more. Combat. You should now be able to chain grenades or combat abilities from reload on the Thumper Mark II. Literally no idea what that is. Psyker's Brain Burst. I mean, it's not my Zealot anyway, so. Psyker's Brain Burst should no longer cause warp charge explosions when below its intended threshold. Wait a second. Is Thumper Mark II the Thunderhammer? Because that's the only thing I haven't gotten yet. I mean, I haven't seen one in the shop. Could be. Anyway, if y'all know what this is, just put it in the comments below. Okay, so Psyker's Brain Burst should no longer cause warp charge explosions when below its intended threshold. Okay. That I did not know about because I don't think it happened to me. But okay, if that was a bug, then wow. Kudos to whoever found that. Ogryn should no longer slide in idle movement when swapping between weapons whilst in the air. Players should no longer be able to interrupt the reload animation on Akatran and Cantrail lasguns by dodge sliding. That's actually good, because... Oh, excuse me, I just woke up from a nap, actually. I think what they mean by this is not so much animation canceling, but rather you would interrupt the whole animation, meaning your reload wouldn't go through when you dodge slide. So hopefully that is now fixed, and that should be good. Players should now be able to trigger on-kill traits with any chainsword hit. This one, how? Okay, wait. Players should now be able to trigger on-kill traits with any chainsword hit. So if I have an on-kill trait and I whack somebody, it's just a normal hit will trigger it, because I don't think that's supposed to be how it works. Isn't on-kill supposed to be on-kill? I'm assuming what they mean is that the player should now be able to trigger the on-kill traits, assuming they kill it with any chainsword hit, not just one or two. If any of you use chainswords, test this for me, and happen to have on-kill traits. Test it for me. Let me know if just a normal hit is giving you your buff, okay? Fixed an issue that caused the Surge Force staff to kill players if pushed above 80% peril. Literally never had that, but okay. Coolio. Good to know that's fixed. Guess I can try out the lightning staff again, if I feel like it. Ogryn should now correctly get stun immunity on taking lighter hits. Good. Fixed an issue where the boss captain enemy in kill missions would be killed through the shield in the perils of the warp explosion. Damn, nobody told me about that. I would have just waddled up to him and exploded. Okay, that's good to know. Fixed an issue where Force Staff AoE wasn't working on some enemy units. Which Force Staff? I hope it's all of them, because if there was that situation, well, good, now it's fixed. Fixed an issue where Psyker's Psykinetic Aura would not work on elite enemies. Okay, that's a buff to Psykers as well, who use Psykinetic's Aura. I use it somewhat nowadays, because I have less use for Communion, but yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Fixed an issue where players could not block enemy attacks while rescuing their teammates from ledges. Okay. Veteran's Deadshot should no longer consume stamina when using the scanner. Veteran's passive should now grant allies ammo on kill with chainsword. Good. The melee weapon trait Decimator should now function properly in the Psycharium. The Ogryn Club Haymaker trait should no longer trigger with bleed procs and ranged weapons. Good. Debuff for Ogryns, but good, because that's clearly a bug. Fixed an issue where multiple veterans could cause their volley fire combat ability to conflict with the bio-optic targeting talent. Good. That means we should now be able to properly have the Widowmaker in for sight. Fixed an issue where enemies could spawn in view of players near the elevator in Chasm Station HL 1611. Okay. Buff the Heavy Stubber. So the buff damage now goes from 75 to 150 to 100 to 200. Buff Berserker Armor mod from a near 0.5/far 0.6 to a near 1.0/far 0.8. Buffed impact from 8 to 16 to 10 to 6 to 20. So hopefully that's good for those using the Heavy Stubber. Visual effects and sound effects. They fixed some third-person dodge visuals on the Force Sword. They fixed some animation errors when dodging using Psyker's Smite and then canceling the charge. Fixed some sound effect issues on the Ogryn's Uppercut Punch. Damn, this is making me want to play Ogryn. You guys get an Uppercut Punch? Jeez. Fixed an issue with lighting VFX that could get stuck on screen if a player released a combat ability when no enemies were alive and then switched to a melee weapon. Sounds like a lovely bug. Fixed some errors with grenade, inspect, and other third-person visuals. Okay. Fixed an issue where renegade gunners wouldn't show wounds unless they were dead. In terms of the UI, the AFK animation should now sync with the AFK warning pop-up. Fixed an issue where curio card rating info was inconsistent with weapon card info. Fixed an issue where weapon cards would overlap with Mark's store price. Fixed an issue where the Warp Flurry weapon trait description wouldn't display correctly. Fixed an issue that could cause an overlap in the name of the veteran class on the character creation menu. Executor trait should now specify what the buff does. Added a clearer representation of the rate of fire in the weapon detail screen. Fixed blurriness in the weapon details and appearance using DLSS. Fixed weapon stats layout that was incorrect with 4-digit number combinations. Fixed a missing plus sign when a weapon stat is exactly 0. Fixed some weapon descriptions and icons for the two-handed sword in the weapon detail screen, and corrected some attack symbol icons in the weapon stats view for the two-handed chainsword Tigris Mark II. Okay, that brings us to the end of that. Lots of stuff in there, but hopefully the hotfix, like for me, the main thing is crashes. Hopefully it helps to fix that. They still haven't addressed the exploits for the force staffs. Hopefully those get fixed in the next major update. I'm aware the devs are working on them. If you guys know of any exploits, do yourselves a favor, do not spread a video promoting them like this one unlucky dude. All right, and it got in my recommended videos. I had to report that straight to the devs. You can't do that. Okay, don't, especially if you are not somebody even related to the creator community. In fact, if you're a creator, you should know this. Don't promote an exploit. Okay, even warning videos are iffy. Actually, I clarified that with the devs. They would prefer if I don't do the warning videos on exploits, so I won't be doing them in future. I'll be just doing private videos for the devs. But realistically speaking, don't promote exploits, please. Okay, thank you. All right, if you guys like this rundown, as always, get it to 100 likes. I'm all good with that. Rundown videos are never very popular, so I'm just gonna set a goal, 100 likes. I don't really care. If you guys like my content, as always, 100 likes, like, share, and subscribe. You know what to do. Thank you very much for watching this, and let me quickly thank the channel members who make all these videos possible before I go. Come on, YouTube, open it up. I gotta go get the list manually every single time. Here are our top channel members: Death Dawning 982 at Plus Ultra. We've got Jerry Fast, Joshua Moritz, Rogue Assassin, Oh Mr. Cream Puff, Zach MG. They're all prestige. Thank you guys so much. For our honored robots, we've got the Oculus, Wild Hunt, Coda CMF, AKJ, also known as Nuev, Kami SMH, Jammer Boy, Conrad C, Miss Eve, Grim Reaper 2296, Jacob Gabrick, Nate the Great, Curtis Schussler, MJ, Shadow, Corey Ryu, Benjamin Savage, Lady Neo, Anarchy Inc., Greasy Burger, and Stefan Geyer. In terms of our top tippers as well, I currently must thank the following people for assisting with my funding goal for my new wireless headphones. Our current 3 top tippers are Old Mr. Cream Puff, Bravo7910, and Alien Frost 80. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next video. I'll have fun now.